Hi guys! Today I want to show you how to make these really cute ornaments. And for this, I am using large glass or plastic ornaments. And I am using Oracle 631 non-permanent vinyl. Most of the time I choose to use the 651 vinyl because it is permanent and it won't come off. And with this project, it's not really going to be an issue because it's just kind of going to hang. We're not going to be washing this. So I'm going to show you step by step how to create these adorable ornaments. Okay, so what is a craft project without messes? Glitter is probably the messiest thing that you can use ever, and it never really truly goes away. But that is part of the magic of this project is that we get to pick and choose all these glitters. This is a really neat glitter because it's kind of a holographic blue. And it's almost like, it's not like the little tiny square glitter pieces, but it's like glitter shavings. And this has been the funnest glitter to use for this project because it just makes it a very magical look to it. It's almost like you're looking into a crystal ball. And so the first step that I do is I use my Mop and Glo. Other people use different things. This is just what I happen to have on hand. And I just take the top of the ornament off. It just pops right off. You want to have a little dish handy to catch all of your stuff. I'm going to pour just a little bit of Mop and Glo into the top of this ornament so that I can glitter the inside. You don't need a whole lot. You just need enough to be able to swirl it all around, coat the entire inside of the ornament all the way to the top. And you kind of have to act a little bit fast with this because the Mop and Glo will start to dry on the inside. So I want to just kind of dump out the extra in my little bowl, get it all out of there, and then immediately start filling it with glitter. And you just kind of have to go a little fast with this, just because the Mop and Glo likes to dry a little bit. And you need quite a bit of glitter to be in there. You don't have to like use a ton of glitter and waste it. But if you think you have enough glitter in there that once you shake it up, it's going to cover the entire inside of the ball, then you're good. So I think I have enough, and I may or may not, but I'm going to go ahead and just try to get all of that glitter that I can swirled around there. Once in a while, you'll find out that you have a bare spot with your ornament, and you can't really pour more Mop and Glo in there, so I developed a little technique of what I do. And I do see there's a couple of bare spots in there. And to find that, you can hold it up to the light and you will find the bare spots in there. What I do when that happens is I use a little bit of spray gel hairspray. You can use any brand as long as it's sticky. Spray on the inside of your ornament. So I just kind of want to spray it on the inside wherever the bald spot is. And then add a little bit more glitter and then shake it up again. Dump out any extra. Like I said, this is kind of the messiest part of the whole project, but it's very simple. Once we have glittered the inside of our ornament, we want to put the top back on, and then we need to make sure the outside of the ornament is completely clean because we don't want any Mop and Glo with glitter stuck to it on the outside of the ornament so that we don't have issues with things getting stuck underneath the vinyl when we put it on. I use little alcohol wipes. You can use whatever you choose, even if it's just a wet paper towel or something to get all of it off. You can feel where the things are stuck to it. And then make sure it's nice and dry for the next step, which will be putting the vinyl on. We need to prepare our vinyl, and I cut mine out ahead of time, and I know you probably can't see this just because it's very difficult to on camera, but I have cut out the names that I'm putting on the ornament as well as the big monogram letters. So what you have to do first before you can put any of it on is you have to do what is called weeding. You want to weed out all of the extra part of the vinyl that you don't need. And it's not a hard process to do, it just can be lengthy sometimes. And with the bigger letters, it goes pretty easily. It's not a big deal. It just takes a little bit of time sometimes, depending on the font you use, and depending on the day, if you're using metallic vinyl, it can be very difficult if there's humidity. So just take your time with it. There's no rush to do any of it. Just let it stick down. You want to make sure you get all of the pieces of the vinyl off of there so that you have a beautiful project at the end. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a stinker to get all of the pieces off of there. You can probably hear the wind. It's blowing really strong today. It's a nice cold, windy January day right now. Okay, so there is my monogram that I'm going to do in the background. So this will actually be the first piece that I put on. And to do that, we will use this transfer tape that it's basically contact paper. You can get it through Cricut, or you could get it through the dollar store, just whatever you use. Contact paper, you want to make sure it's sticky enough to pull up your vinyl. So you put it on there. Rub it really good so that when you pull it off, all of the pieces come off, just like so. And you want to position it on your ornament. And now sometimes, because the ornament is round, you have to sort of work around the letter so that it doesn't get wrinkled. You may have to splice the letter to get it to fit on there just right. I will try to put it on a little bit at a time to make sure that all of the pieces go on just right. Once you have all of your vinyl pushed down and there are no lumps in it and there are no mistakes, it is okay to go ahead and take off this transfer tape. You want to go really slow to make sure that the vinyl is all sticking down to the ornament. You don't want to pull it off, stretch it, or do anything like that. And so that just comes off. And the next step will be to put the name on the outside part of the monogram, and this is called double layering. So you just cut your pieces down to size, and this just helps a little bit. I have 3 of the same name because these are family member gifts. You just cut them down to size, weed them just like we did the big monogram, and then I will show you how to apply those. Okay, I am almost done weeding this letter. Sometimes it wants to cooperate, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really know why. Maybe it's me, maybe it's the weather, maybe it's the batch of vinyl. I really don't know. But anyway, I got it weeded. And the next step is just like what we did with the big letter M for the monogram, is we're going to cover it with transfer tape. It's just the same piece of transfer tape that I use. You can get several uses out of it. Sometimes you don't want it to be super sticky, but sometimes you want it to be sticky. And I'm going to find the center letter, and I'm going to position it over the monogram, and we're going to do a double layer here of vinyl. Not a big deal, but you want to go slow and remember that the ornament is a curve, so the vinyl, you're going to have to work with it if it's a really long name to stretch it around so that it comes out even. Just kind of push down on it as you're going. Make sure all of the letters are stuck down with no wrinkles or anything like that, because then you won't have a really beautiful project when you're done. I think they're all on there. I'm going to peel it off, and I'm going to go really slow. Oops, see, we've got a little M there that wants to be stubborn. I'm just going to rub it on there a little bit, maybe with my fingernail. Go really slow. Okay, it's stuck down. Next letter, it came off okay. Just like so. 2 letters to go. They're peeling up just a tiny little bit as I remove the transfer tape, and that's okay. I'm just going to go over the top of it now and just press down. Make sure everything is on there just fine. And there's the ornament. What I like to do is get these little fancy ornament hooks, put them on. Sometimes they can be tricky. Okay. And there you have it. You have a nice gift to give to someone that you love.